Alright, the first thing that we have to do is we're bringing the length of the beard down before we actually take the straight razor to the skin. You could take the straight razor directly to the skin, but this makes it easier so that you can see less of a mess and a cleaner, closer shave. On this hair texture, you have to go against the grain in order to get it as close as possible. Some of the hair textures you go with the grain. Extremely coarse curly hair, you would go with the grain in order to get the hair cut down and then against or across the grain. You always adjust the client so that you have the best visual of what area of the face that you are working on. You try to keep the head of the clipper flush against the skin to get it as close as you can. Okay, now once we've had all the excess hair removed, now we're going to position and drape the client for a straight razor shave. Shake the excess hair off of your cape, adjust your client up to the proper height. Make sure you adjust your headrest. Place one towel underneath the cape to create a barrier so that the cape does not come into contact with the skin. Place the cape over the towel, making sure that the cape does not come into contact with the skin. When draping for the straight razor shave, you place the cape down, place one towel lengthwise down the center of the cape, then place another towel diagonally across from the neck of your client, then fold it upward. Now we will begin the straight razor shave by steaming the face. One, it helps to relax the client. It relaxes the skin. It opens up the pores and allows the hair to stand up so you get a closer, cleaner shave. Okay, once you've removed the towel, you will now apply the shave cream to the face. The shave cream helps soothe the face, provides slip for the razor to glide across the skin. Now we will begin the shaving procedure. You're going to go with the grain, starting on the right side of the face, going from the ear or the temple region down towards the jawline. And clean, smooth strokes. Make sure that when you wipe the razor, you're pulling the razor up and you do not slide it across the towel. When you pull it up, you will not run the risk of cutting yourself as if you pull the razor and slide it across the towel. You could run the risk of cutting your hand open. Once you've completed the side of the face, you'd go up to the mustache area and then clean the mustache area and then move on to the neck. Make sure to pull the skin taut with your thumb. You gotta be careful how much pressure you put on the blade. Too much pressure, you'll end up cutting your client. Not enough pressure, you won't get close enough to the skin to make a clean shave. If you have to deviate from the stroke pattern, you make sure that you allow an examiner know that you're deviating. That way they understand why. You always have to go with the grain of the hair. Not everybody's hair grows in the same direction. You have to be more careful when you're running the blade across the neck of the client. The skin is a lot thinner there, so you have to adjust the amount of pressure you would apply in that particular area. If the skin becomes dry at any point, make sure that you use more shave cream or some water to re-wet the skin. You always have to make sure that the blade glides across the skin and doesn't rip or tear against the skin. Make sure you keep that razor at a 45-degree angle as you're coming against the skin. If you feel that the razor is grabbing into the skin, that's when you know you need to back off and allow the skin to breathe for a moment in that particular area. Always make sure you go with the grain of the hair. The grain of the hair is where the direction that the hair grows from the face. Sometimes if the skin gets too dry or starts to fight you a little bit, it's easy if you put a little bit of water on the skin, create the slip again. That way the razor won't move so tough against the skin. Pull the skin tighter, and that way you'll get a better slip against it. Sometimes it can be difficult to get the areas of the skin where it curves over a bone on the face. In that case, you have to pull the skin higher than where it would normally sit or lower than where it would normally sit in order to be able to get the razor to glide across that skin. Another thing that can make it difficult is if somebody has a dimple in their chin. You have to spread the dimple to pull it tight in order to get the razor to come into it and clean out the center. Make sure that you pay attention to any moles or abrasions that might be on the skin. You don't want to do any further damage to the skin by creating more irritation than what's already there. Never shave a mole off the skin. That can cause further problems later on for the client's skin. Once you've gotten the majority of the face shaved, you can use a steam towel to steam the face once again, remove any excess shave cream, and then once you remove the steam towel, you'll be able to see if there's any areas that you may have missed or may need to go over again with the razor. When applying the steam towel, make sure you only cover the areas that you've just shaved. Using the towel, you can use it to wipe off the excess shaving cream. Look at the skin. Make sure that there's no areas that you've missed or may need to go back over. And then you'll spray some antiseptic onto a whoopee and apply it to the face just to close and tighten up the pores, patting it against the face. Once you've completed, you will seat your client up. Then you begin to undrape him. And then you have the finished product.